What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of An American in Poland. I'm Kenny, super excited to have you here on this very special edition. We're going to be talking about Tłusty czwartek, also known as Punchy Day. Quite possibly the sweetest holiday in the world. It is an amazing experience if you live in Poland. Now, today we're going to talk about the origins of this holiday itself, the origins of the Punchy, and how this compares to American holidays in this time of the year. And so I guess we'll start out with, where did this whole thing come about? Well, we can go all the way back to the pagan Slavic traditions. And this time of year, they would hold kind of like a spring festival. And they would wait for the first crocuses to pop up through the ground, and they would then slaughter off their fattest animals and consume their richest, fanciest foods in kind of the celebration of the end of the hardest time of the year being winter. But that's kind of where the similarities end. Tłusty czwartek is a religious holiday. Sort of. It's in preparation for a religious holiday. So here in Poland, it is Fat Thursday, or Tłusty czwartek, and it is the last Thursday before the beginning of Lent. And this marks the beginning of this week, this last week, where in the United States we celebrate Fat Tuesday, which is the last day before Lent. And the similarities are pretty significant, I would think. You know, it's all about overindulgence. It's just the days are different. This goes way back. I mean, there's discussion of this in the 900s. There's no specifics on how it was celebrated other than people overindulged on these days. But we do have evidence from the 12th century where one of our favorite symbols of Tłusty czwartek started to evolve. And that was with the use of the Punchy, or the Krka. And these are a pastry that is more of like a bread with smollets inside. Smollets for you Americans is pork fat. And it was a very savory pastry that was meant to be consumed along with vodka. So, if you're going to party right. In the 16th century, it started to evolve. You started to see less of the Punchy and more of the Krka, and the Krka was evolving into a sweeter treat. They started adding yeast to it so it would rise and be lighter. It started being topped with honey, and they would have some kind of a nut filling, whether it be walnut or almond inside of it. And if you found one with the almond inside of it, it was supposed to be good luck. And this is where the tradition of eating a punchek on Tłusty czwartek is supposed to be good luck and bring you luck for the year. But we didn't see the modern version of the punchek until the 18th century. And during that time, it was really only common for the kind of upper class, I don't know whether they call them nobility, but yeah, I mean, the upper class people were the only folks that were getting these. It wasn't until the late 19th, early 20th century when the common people started having punchy. And it's really thanks to one guy. It was a baker from Warsaw by the name of Antony Blickel. And he had a bakery there in Warsaw, opened in 1869. and he's responsible for bringing us the modern iteration of the Punchy that we all love. The lightly risen, beautiful pastry filled with either rose hip or cherry jam, with a sugar glazing on top, and those little pieces of orange peel, the orange zest that is so popular with the modern version of Punchy. Because of him, making this available to the average person, bakeries across Poland started popping up. And today, you can't go to a village anywhere in the country on Tłusty czwartek and not find Punchy. Every shop, whether it be the little tiny village bakery, or whether it be Lidl or Biedronka or Kaufland, today is Punchy day. And like for us, we went into Poznan today to try and get a Punchy from my absolute favorite bakery, but the lines there are absolutely insane because this is a very special holiday for Poles. I mean, there are people that are lined up for hours to get the best Punchy. Now, my favorite has banana and Krka inside of it. Now, for you Americans, you won't necessarily know what Krka is, but it is a caramel. Sort of. It is much different from American caramel. American caramel is, it's stringier. It's more like sticky, and it's super sweet. This is very light. It's kind of halfway between caramel and fudge, and it's less sweet, and it's very savory, and it'll literally melt away in your mouth. It is amazing stuff. So in the comments, let me know what is your favorite Punchy. Now, Punchy have evolved with modern times, and you can get anything and everything you ever thought of in a Punchy. There's Kit Kat ones, Kinder Bueno, Nutella, and they're topped with anything and everything, multicolored marshmallows and frosting and candy, and it's really kind of an amazing evolution in the past few years. Now, I had an idea I still think it would be amazing. I would take the banana and Krka Punchy, heat it up, and then put a dollop of vanilla ice cream on top, and I have a feeling that would be absolutely amazing. But how important is Tłusty czwartek to the Polish people, and how important are Punchy on this day? Well, to give you an idea, the average person in Poland consumes 2.5 Punchy on Tłusty czwartek. And there are over 1 million Punchy sold just on this day alone. So those bakers have been busy. Now, what does that mean? In order for you to burn off the calories, because each Punchy ranges from between 300 and 500 calories, you would have to do a minimum of 30 minutes of running just to burn off the calories from one Punchy. But listen, it's one day a year. Live it, love it, enjoy it. It is an amazing, amazing holiday. If you're a Catholic, you're coming up on a time where you're not going to get to have these decadent sweets and treats. So enjoy it while you can. That being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my favorite holiday. I enjoyed making it for you. If you haven't had the opportunity, do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you got notifications turned on so that next time we put out a video, you're the first to be notified. We're putting out new content quite frequently. So also, the next couple of weeks, I'm not going to be making videos. I'm headed back to the US for a short vacation, and going to be gathering some content there to share with you my experiences going back to the States when I come back. And we look forward to seeing you then. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Na razie, dziękuję bardzo. We will see you soon next time right here on An American in Poland. Thanks again.